CVA's AccuraSeries, Bagara barrels for guaranteed accuracy, nitride for guaranteed rust proofing, and a rifle guaranteed to be the best muzzleloader you've ever shot. CVA, it's just a better gun.
This segment's being brought to you by 3rd Regiment Game Calls, friends, family, and faith in the outdoors. One call at a time.
All right, welcome back, everyone. This week's Picture of the Week is being brought to you by Flowers Garden Center, 4550 Eaton's Creek Road. They still have a lot of ferns. If you're interested in having some ferns hanging around the front porch or back porch, they got them right there in hanging baskets already. So go by there and give them a call. We got a picture here.
All right, our first picture of this is Terry Carver. And Terry's caught another nice catfish over on Old Hickory Lake. So I want to say congratulations to Terry on that one.
That's a flathead. That's
yeah, it's hard to say. He sent several pictures of some good flatheads last week.
That's a good flathead.
All right, this picture, now this is a heck of a gobbler right here. This picture is from Jimmy Crawford out of DeKalb County, and this turkey weighed 22 pounds, and he had 3 beards. One of them was 11 inches, one of them 8 inches, one of them 7.5 inches, and he had just over a 1-inch spur. So congratulations to Jimmy on that. It's going to be hard to beat that gobbler right there, buddy. That is a good one. And you had mentioned earlier, Mike Adams and Anthony Landry took out the winners of the, they did the auction for the Brad Deming Bike Fund, and they got to go on a trip on one of the Bill Dance Lakes out in West Tennessee. And this is a picture that Mike and Anthony sent us, and that is a cooler full of crappie.
Oh, yeah.
And they had a great trip. They said they caught lots of bass, lots of crappie, just had a really good day. So congratulations to them on that. And then this was I just loved this picture, and I talked to Charles. You said you know Charles as well.
Real well.
But this is Charles Crutchfield, and he decided this year he was going to go after turkeys with his recurve bow. And this is his first one that he was able to get with his Old Bear 308 Magnum recurve, and he was actually using a set of 1960s Bear razor heads when he shot the bird. So that is just really neat right there. So congratulations on that one.
I love it when you set a goal and go accomplish it.
That's right. You guys can send your pictures to us here at the studio, or just go ahead and send them to us on Facebook or Instagram, and we'll get them right back here just as fast as we can to share them with everybody on the show.
All right, welcome back. And we got another.
We got another hunt now.
To go to?
What we're going to do now? We're kind of shifting gears, and Jack is going to be. I guess tell everybody a little bit about what's going on. You're self-filming.
It was self-filming.
It was a fast hunt.
It's one of those days you said, I got to get out of work. I need to take a break, so I took off. It was afternoon. I was just going to be happy if I saw a bird.
Yeah.
And I got there, and there's hands all over the place. Standing at the barn, and good Lord, how am I going to get there? The wind's blowing, topple you over. So I got dressed, and I snuck down a stone wall, and they didn't see me. I don't know how, but they did, I guess because the winds had blown so hard.
Oh, yeah, it was whipping.
So I crossed the creek, and at that time I figured I had no rubber boots on, which made it worth the while. So, and then I just no sooner got across the creek, started seeing hands where I had to stop, and that's kind of where the filming
where it
takes off. Is I'm filming a hand that I need to get by so I can go to where I saw big birds. At that point I didn't know what I had. I just knew they were big from the caller. I didn't have binoculars, and I was trying to work my way to get in position. So that's kind of where it starts out.
Well, let's go on.
Let's go check it out. A lot of you guys are already familiar with our good friend Jack Reynolds. Jack's the main field producer here for us at Southern Woods and Waters and does a lot of filming for us in deer and turkey season and different trips that we do. Jack's also a very avid hunter and one of my #1 main hunting partners and has been for a long time. I want to follow along with him today as he puts the sneak and stalk on some birds and see if he can't get it done over in Middle Tennessee. bit shakier than it normally would be. But you got to keep in mind that Jack's self-filming this and he's crawling around in the grass trying to get close to these turkeys.
All right, good hunt.
That's a good bird,
That's
wasn't
a
it?
good bird. But that just proves right there, Jack, that when the wind's 40 plus or 30 plus mile an hour, fields are the best place to go because that's where they go. They don't get as skittish now. They get in the woods and everything's blowing around.
Yeah, they got to use
movement.
sight. When it's windy like
Too
that,
much movement.
they don't have their hearing, so they have to rely on their vision.
That's right.
And
And so, good job. You did a heck of a sneak job.
pretty good
They
self film there.
weren't far from you.
No, you noticed that grass at first.
Yeah.
That's kind of, they weren't going to come through that tall grass.
No.
So there was an old brush pile there, and I just eased around that brush pile. They couldn't see me. So as soon as I could see those birds, I stopped and slid my decoy out there and set my camera up and messed one little yelp, and I had the trash bag out just a little because I saw it work. And once I got that one yelp, they heard it. Once they saw my bird, it was pretty much over at that point. They did not like that strutter sitting there on their birds.
No. And Yeah, you had a jealousy factor going on there.
They came in quick too.
That's right.
He called me, said, I'm going to go out and hunt real quick. Can you? I said, no, I'm too covered up. He called me about half hour later. Where I'm on the way back to the truck. I got one. Can you come take some pictures? I said, my goodness,
right.
man.
All right, we got our tip of the week. Is that what we're going to go to? Tip of the week.
Product of the week.
I'm sorry.
We're waiting on it to come up. Here we go.
Yeah.
This week's product of the week's been sponsored by our friends over at Canyon Fork Outdoors. Stop in and see them at the Donaldson Plaza Shopping Center location, or be sure to go out and see them at the Center Hill Dam exit right there at the Big Rock Market location.
That's right.
This weekend for
this
Waterpalooza. They're going to have live music, lots of food. You can demo lots of different series of kayaks that are coming out new this year. It's a big time. We're down there for it every year, so be sure to come out and check that out.
Two of our friends are going to be down there. Bridget Howard and Joey Monteleone is going to be there. So if you ever want to ask them any questions,
it's a good time to do it.
It's a great time to go meet them and greet them and ask them. Hey, we got, I know bass are still, there's still some in the spawning part of what they're doing right now, but there's a few that have already spawned. And when those big girls get through spawning, they head out for that deeper water. And they'll catch them a good lunch break or something on some shad about midways, but they're headed to deeper water. When they get to that deeper water, that's the time this jig right here comes in handy. This is a bucktail jig, but it's made by Preacher Jigs. And you can look them up on Facebook, Preacher Jigs. One of my favorite jigs in the whole wide world to use because they are really long and they look just like a shad in the water. And you can stop them, you can retrieve them and stop them. And every time you stop them, they flare out like a shad might be turning around or something. They flare out and give a big profile. But if you just happen to look them up on Facebook, it's called Preacher Jigs. Get you about 6 or 7 of these things. They come in solid white, all different kinds of colors. This is my favorite color because this makes it look like a Tennessee shad right here. So, but remember, just to give those a call, you don't have to crank a crankbait all day long. I mean, you can use stuff like this right here. So we hope that helps you out on this upcoming season. And it's not long.
Guys, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back with some more Southern Woods and Waters.